I was just impressed, both of you guys. Like, that was awesome.
Thank you.
All right, so thanks for having me in. I appreciate it. It's good to be here, and like I mentioned before, we're going to spend about a half an hour going over some things that hopefully can help your organization here. But one of the things that we've seen at ADP is as we go out and see companies in your industry and out in the marketplace, we find that they kind of have this this challenge that they're facing. And the first is that, you know, they understand, everybody's seen that employee engagement and people and human capital management, you see it over and over and over, that's the key to the game. However, our statistics and studies that are done still show that they're spending 80% of their time on administrative tasks and only leaving 20% of the time on what everybody agrees is the most important thing that they could possibly be doing. So, you know, I think that in your organization, I think from talking to you, is that it sounds like it's a similar thing happening here, right? Love to be able to spend more time on all these strategic areas. It's almost cliche, but you don't have time to do it. We've been talking about people and human capital management for years now, but nobody seems to be getting ahead of the game, which led me to our ADP to think, you know, maybe we're looking at this problem in the wrong way. We constantly tell people we're going to help you do more with less. Well, what if the answer were that you have to do less with less? And what I mean by that is maybe instead of having products and solutions in the marketplace that complicate your life and make things more difficult, maybe the issue is that there's 2 or 3 things that you have to do really well, and where is the services and the products and the solutions out there that help you do those few things that are going to make all the difference really well, as opposed to trying to tackle. So maybe the answer is doing a few things really well with the less resources that you're able to have. You know, as I mentioned before, you look at these the studies that I brought along. 80% of our time is being spent on administrative tasks. We all know that human capital is the game. We all heard of the Moneyball. You know, you got to get the right people out there that can help you win. But yet, we're sitting here with 1/3 of the workforce admitting that as soon as things pick up, they're out of there. They're out of your organization. So they're not engaged. And think about it at your organization. Think about the typical situation that happens, right? You buy a human resource system, you put it into place, you implement it. I'm oversimplifying it because what I just said is usually a monumental task in and of itself. But then you finally get it in place, and the reason you did it was to become more efficient and to dig into that 80%. And it was to reduce the 32% and to make your people more valuable or more engaged and successful. You do all that work, you put it in, you go to work every day, you get this shiny new solution or system, and it doesn't get you back. The statistics show that it doesn't get you to where you wanted it to go. In most cases, you end up seeking the same level of performance that you had before you even went through all that work. Seems insane, right? You get all those people in there, you know, into the room, and we make a decision, and you still have the same challenges today that you had a year ago, 2 years ago. Maybe there's a better way to do this. Maybe these solutions that you have to look at are the ones that are much simpler and more effective. And the key thing there is going to be 2 things. Instead of looking at capabilities and reports and all these different things, the CEO of the organization wants you to be able to do a few things well. They want the best people, and they want them engaged. So what you need is more time on your hands to do that. And if the solutions are making it more difficult, they're not really solutions at all. You need a more basic solution that's powerful when it comes to the important things, but that's easy to use, integrated, and helps you every step of the way. And it needs to be a solution that fits in your budget, and it needs to be a solution that actually works. And that's where ADP comes into the picture, because what we've got is we've got solutions down from the most simple human resource system all the way up to comprehensive outsourcing, which is pretty much having somebody in place to help your entire HR organization. I read an article that you need to put in the minimum amount of HR to keep you compliant. You should not be spending extra resources on in the HR department unless it actually helps you just enough to help you be compliant, and the rest of it, on the strategic aspects. That's where ADP is strong. Our products are integrated, they're simple and easy to use, we do a great job implementing them, and we do a great job servicing them after the fact. We've dedicated to it, and I believe that what you'll see is we've got that one solution that's both powerful enough to keep you compliant, to get you everything you need, yet simple to use, so that you can implement it and be effective. So what I need to do is there's a sales process that we'll go through, or a process that we'll go through over the next few weeks. And if we can come out of this with that simple solution that helps you do those few things better, our goal is gonna be to have results a year from now, as opposed to being in the exact same place after putting in a lot of effort. Fair enough?
Very good.